I'm now running rethinking voxels on high mode, and I just came down here. This looks like a supervillain's hallway. This is incredible. Anyways, time to dump my inventory into one of these chests. Hello, one and all, and welcome back to yet another episode of Minecraft Obliteration Redux. Last episode, I noticed this, and I'm going to address it right now, like immediately right now. I kept mentioning a drawing that I had done, and I had done it. I just forgot to put it in the edit because I'm a big dumb idiot. So we're going to show that off now, and I'm recording this clip way before I'm planning to do anything for this episode, but I'm going to show that off now and the farmhouse that I'm thinking about putting up here. So let's get to showing off both of those, starting actually with the farmhouse.
Whoa, what's this? A drawing time lapse? Is this me trying to work art into literally everything that I do? Yes, it is. Deal with it. I figured that I had two options for the farmhouse. Either I could do something with a very low footprint that would be really tall, or something that is very short with a wide footprint. You can see this in the two cubes. I decided to go for the tall one for the sake of space, because realistically there isn't much to work with on this terrace. So I had to expound upon this simple block. I took a lot of inspiration here from German architecture and typically just European farmhouses, because for some reason older European farmhouses tend to be smaller form factor. A lot of American farmhouses have this very wide, sprawling, typically one floor look, and I wasn't really going for this for the entirety of the city. I thought maybe I'd have a small entryway. Then I looked at a reference photo and I was like, no, I'm going to make that entranceway as tall as the rest of the building. And this is the creative process. And also, I'm sorry that the sketch doesn't look that great. I'm a character artist. I don't do scenes yet. But this is the way that I tend to work when it comes to Minecraft. I'm not great at visualizing directly, so I instead pull the image from my mind and I put it onto, well, my tablet typically, and then I'll run that through and be like, is this a good idea? And I think this one is a good idea. You can see here we're detailing out where the roof might go, and then I thought, wait a minute, I need center lines for these, so I have to array the center lines. If you're working in perspective, this is the way to do it, because the center won't be what you visually see as center, it will be whatever the X meets. And then you can wrap that around your cube, a lot like in woodworking, how you can just kind of base off of one line and then drag around the cube, so long as you know that that one line is true. So after the skeleton gets set up and cleaned up, we can actually get to work on making this thing look good. And it's important that it looks good here because I'm going to be heavily using this as a blueprint. We start with a small roof on the protrusion, and then that will dig into, I guess is the best word for it, the main roof, just kind of integrate in. And in the reference photo that I was using, the left side, our left, of the building had a lower down roof to meet that protrusion coming out for the entryway and that kind of tall, towery bit. And then drags off to the right at a higher angle. So I'm probably going to remove block from that side, that right side there, to make it so that it kind of matches that idea. And then this is just a little pen for sheep and the shepherd villager. The main door will be for farmer villagers. And I think I'm going to try to fit a bee farm in here somewhere because I need honeycomb. But this is the idea that we're working with. I made it in white on blue background so it's easier to see. And it's generally what we're going to be trying to achieve. I can't talk today. Why am I recording today? I can't talk. And this is the other image that we're working with. I did blue, white, and red, so it's really easy to see. The white is the stuff that we already have. The red is the stuff that I'm going to be adding, and the blue is just a screenshot. So we're going to be trying to make a forest to the right. We're going to make a mountain behind our base, and we're going to have a tunnel boring into that mountain. So the idea is that our city, what I'm calling the first city, will bore its way into the mountain and then expand out in a giant cave and just be kind of massive. And I want everything in the city to be useful, pragmatic in a sense. So like the smithy will actually be a giant super smelter. The library will be a place to store books and buy supplies off of villagers. The farm will actually be a farm to get farm things from, like wheat or steaks. So this is the idea. This is Ripsky Mountain, and underneath of it is the first city, and then off to its side is Blackwood Forest. And the Blackwood Forest, that's all going to be custom trees. I'm very inspired by BOO right now, and I like the way that he did things, but I'm going to be doing it more in the alpine sense because I live around trees that are twice the width of a man. So having that one block idea will expand out in mine to be maybe 2 blocks wide and incredibly tall. And now that we're done with that incredibly long and boring intro, let's get down to actually getting the farmhouse's base work done. I noticed now that I forgot to put in the sketch that I'm doing the same thing with the wooden pillars. We're going to be doing these on the corners of the farmhouse. And hopefully it looks good. I don't know. But let's get started by laying out some groundwork, and I'm going to be doing this in scaffolding because you can make a skeleton out of scaffolding really quickly. And it's also really easy to tear down if you don't like what you're looking at. So let's get started with that. Alright, so I think I got the frame down. Hopefully this makes some sense, but this is just stand in for a window, stand in for a door, stand in for another door. These are all for the wooden pillars. This will be the floor plan, which I think is enough to fit a couple of workstations and a couple of beds, and then we're going to have a staircase that like runs up here and goes over the 2 beds. Very Mario RPG looking house. So we're going to get started on laying stuff down. Alright, so the general frame is done. I added an extra pillar because I have another idea. I'm going to go off script a little bit. But I think that if we do this right, then we can make this look really good. So my thought process is that the upper story will be larger than the lower story because there's a lot of European icy primarily houses because Europeans, I don't know why, but whenever I look at their architecture, they seem to very much cherish verticality because they don't have a lot of horizontal use. So they tend to have these houses where you might have something like a garden or, I don't know, this is going to be a sheep pen, but you might have something like that, and then it's covered by the building coming over as like an overhang. And I really like that idea, so I'm going to be doing it with... I'm still not sure if I'm going to be using spruce or dark oak. These spruce logs will be... like the bottom's going to be spruce, but the top's going to be dark oak. These are stand-ins. So... yeah, I'm going to get started on that. I'm going to use spruce because dark oak is going to be their roof. Okay, yeah, let's get started on that. Alright, the build is... It's on its way. It's progressing. I'm going to drop down some scaffold so that I can get back up to there. There we go. But I've met a part of dilemma. Don't worry, I'm going to change the floor. It's not going to be grass. And that is... should I do steps? Because I'm going to do steps up to the roof. And this is going to be, like, covered, essentially. So,
I should have already done this, but I didn't. But this entire area is going to be covered. So should I do steps? If I do steps... Should I do steps like here or here? I honestly think lower is better, because like it's tall up in here, but the idea of the floor being supported more. Yeah, I'm gonna do lower. That's interesting. I wonder why it bleeds through like that. Hopefully it doesn't affect the like final project. I'm almost done. Okay, good. It goes away once you start putting... Yeah, good. Once you start filling it out with more stairs, it goes away. That's good to know. And I think that finishes up the exterior. Wait, no, I still have to do... Okay, yep, no. Never mind. I'll show what I'm talking about in just a second. Still gotta do... Still gotta do part of the roof. I mistimed that. Still gotta go down on the roof a bit. Might not keep these windows in that case. We'll see. I love waiting for dark oak saplings to fall. It's my greatest pastime. It's even better than watching paint dry. Alright, now the actual house itself is done. I need to put stuff inside of it, hopefully, quickly. I don't know how long this is going to take, but this is the house from the outside. I think it looks pretty alright. The roof is a little big, but that's fine. And it's kind of broken up, but I also think that adds a little bit of character, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to building. Gonna be completely honest. The walls look a little plain. I might try to find some way to fix that in the future, but for now, this is how it looks, and I'm kind of alright with it. But I gotta add an interior so that I can put some villagers in there, and then I can add some farms over here. Onwards to that. There we go. I think that the exterior is now done, and also we have lights inside. The exterior is not done. I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. Now the exterior is done. There we go. Need to get some sheep in here. I need to get some villagers in here. There's a... Alright. Avert your eyes. You didn't see anything, did you? Alright, so I just came up with an idea, and I think it looks good, but honestly in the comments I would like opinions. I'm doing this wrong. Using barrels as like binders. Oops. There we go. Let's see how this looks. I think that looks good. Alright, I'm back. It's been a few hours because I've been doing some actual life stuff, and I think we're done. These farms are not meant to be functional. They're form over function. I have my own wheat farm, and I'll put in a wheat farm for myself. But these are not meant to be like wheat auto farms. It's just to get the farmer villager and give him a theme. This is going to have a bunch of sheep in it. I just need to figure out how to get the sheep in here, if that makes sense. And this is the house. The interior is not completely done yet, but I very much like the idea that I came up with the barrels. It was incredibly expensive when it came to wood, but I think it works pretty well. We've got barrels that look like binding, and then the rest of the building above it. I don't know if that's accurate to anywhere, but it looks nice, in my opinion. I don't know what to put here, besides maybe storage chests. That might work. A pile of barrels after all the villagers get their jobs. We have windows with shutters. We have 3 beds. This is a normal room, I swear. And then we have some glass windows, and down here's just, I guess, like a general living quarters. And out here's to that little thing that we saw before. This is just a simplistic little house. I'm not sure what entirely to put inside of it, but it's here to be functional. So this is the form, this is the function. And the function, if I may say so myself, looks pretty alright. But that took up a lot less of this terrace, so I might add in something else. I don't know what. I hate Endermen, though, because Endermen leave me gifts like this. Yeah. We're going to have to get started on the mountain pretty soon, though, if I'm planning to elevate this at all. That's about it for this clip, though. I'm going to go get some villagers to put in that house. It's been a while since I've ran down this tunnel, if I'm going to be honest. Kind of surprising. Getting 3 whole new villagers. Forgot how long this takes. Hey, there we go. Free money. Free money. I can get that so quickly. I need to make another sheep now, though, because I stabbed a Bingus. He got in the boat. In memento. There we go. Bingus. In memorial. There we go. Right where you can't see the name tag. Alright, so I'm leveling this guy up, and though unfortunately I didn't get the Apprentice 1 trade of white dye for wool, which would be great because of my bone grinder, I did get the Apprentice, I did get the entrance trade of wool for emeralds, so I can now make infinite money that way, and I might just grab another shepherd, I don't know. Eventually this place is going to have a lot of villagers, so there's going to be a lot of ways to generate money. But that doesn't even require me to go down to my skeleton farmer. I have this for the white wool. I have those 3 sheep farmers over there, which will be moved soon, but they exist. Yeah. So this will work out well. All right, we got a chicken and a sheep because for some reason these guys don't spawn near me. So I'm just trying to make sure that they don't fall off the boat, essentially. Just got to go all the way around the stony shore. Please do not break the leads. Please do not break the please do not break the leads. Come on, get through the door. Come on. Yeah. Through the door. It broke the frickin' lead. Hello, Git. Come here. How, can you not fit through doors? I mean, that's great for me, but it's terrible right now. Alright. The duck, who I have yet to name, will stay here. Boop. There we go. Now we get to name you proper. Get. Egg. I have special plans for you. None of them are fun. Alright, now that I got Git, and I have whatever I'm going to name the duck, he won't live long. Then, I gotta get some farmers, so let's go ahead and do that. This is once again going to take eternity. That tunnel was super long. The waiting game. This always takes eternity, and I don't know why. Spawn! Spawn! There we go. Hey, it's another... Huh. 2 times in a row. Sick. It's 0:11. Why are you up? You doing okay, man? It's not because of the zombie. I know that much. Is there... Okay, wait. Yep, frick. Missed. There we go. Yep. Well, at least he's alright. Is he staring at... That's another jelly. I keep making jellies. My base is infested with jellies. That's 1 jelly, that's 2 jelly. I got 2 jellies in my house. So many jellies. I need to get this man in a box. I'm gonna make it out of wool. Hey, there we go. Alright. Here's your composter, take the job. Nope. 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 Not allowed. Take the job. Take the job. Take it. There we go. I think, yeah, my carrots. So, I'm looking at farmers on the wiki. And I might actually want him to do a wheat trade. If I can get it. So I'm gonna cycle this. 14 wheat. That's actually pretty doable. Yeah, but wheat is... Okay, no, actually I'm gonna do potatoes. I'm gonna do potatoes. Potatoes are super easy. There we go. It's quite a bit of potatoes, but I can make a really big potato farm. It's fine. I'm sorry, me, for probably leaving this in the video, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, good. Thank God I'm recording. Where the heck did all my potatoes go? Ah. In the spot where they're supposed to go. Alright, that should have set it in stone. I'm gonna try to get the rest through that. There we go. Dang it! Okay, that's at least quick emeralds if I find pumpkins, but I can't get apples from this man. That's a shame. Alright, well. Actually, you don't get to be free yet. because I want him to be in that bed. Trust me when I say that this is not villager imprisonment. This is definitely what I'm planning to do. This is for his own safety. It's not cruelty. Oh, okay. So that's... I think I can do that. Because if we just take this, the byproduct of the iron farm and the byproduct from the bone farm. Pow. Yeah, okay, cool. We test. Huh. Gug. Gug. Where does Gug need to go? Did I just phase into him and make him explode from the inside out? Gug. Don't want the duck to leave. Chicken, duck, I don't... Entity of bird.
Alright, time to figure out where this git is.
I'm really tempted to use Freecam to find him. There he is. Hey, guy. Go to bed. Yeah, go to bed. Yes.
None of my villagers seem to want to go to bed, so off to find a bell. And record it incorrectly. Man, I can't do anything right. I got the bell from the village. Anyways.
And now we have a bell. I'm just going to put it here. It irritates me that that doesn't center itself. Alright, let's see how this works. There is a bed upstairs. You get. Go to bed. There we go. Like a 1920s show. Go to bed. This was breaking your pathfinding? My decoration? Where's the other one? You know what? I'm gonna name this guy. I'm gonna name this guy right here. And he will be named... Duck. Friggin'... I hate you. Just start using your bed, please. Duck. Hello, sir. Distinguished gentlemen. Your children will soon be put into unbelievable torment. Okay, you don't care. Every day I grow more infuriated by myself. I just learned that I was recording all that footage in the wrong aspect ratio. This is a bee farm. I kept having to move it back and forth. That's not important. I have the bees up here. They're where they go. The barrels down here. This one will be bottles. This one will be honeycomb. And this one will be honeycomb. All that put together, it's a very simple bee farm. I've been making this one for a while now, whenever I need a bee farm. Comparators read if these things are full of honey, get shut out, and then if they're full of honey, instead of just being full of bees, they go to one of these 3 repeaters, which activates the dispenser on top of it. Again, bottles, shears. And all of this should hopefully work. This is the access door for if I need any fixins. And this down here is the access for all of the goodness. They don't work during the rain though, so I have to go and reset this, but I'm gonna go work on the duck farm first, or the chicken farm. Oh, I hate it when I do something stupid, because now all that footage is just gonna get deleted. Anyways, onward we go. Shepherd just got himself killed. Sheep got in the boat again. Who are you? Wait. Why is there a child? Will he give me discounts? If he doesn't, things will happen to him. We got the 1 emerald for an apple deal. For 4 apples deal. There you go. There's your field, buddy. So this is the child. He apparently still gives discounts because I guess because his parents were saved? I don't know. But I mean, it's not great now, but it used to be really good. Right now it's just a potato off. This guy's got the 20 for an emerald potato though. Yeah, anyways. Alright, it's looking like this is going to be the duck farm or chicken farm. Or I don't care. It's a very simplistic design. It's something that my older brother showed me back when we were newer to Minecraft, only back then the clock looked like this. If you guys remember this clock, then you're probably an OG. You get these, and it relies a lot upon human ability, because you take the clock, and you're like, okay, so this is going to be output, so this is going to go to a dispenser or something, I don't know. You got your dispenser there, and then you just gotta... The issue with this is that right there, this git, is incredibly annoying. I don't like it. But we now have comparators in the game, so we can do these. This is a very simple thing. We have a dispenser, goes into a comparator goes into a block goes into a repeater. Repeater, makes the pulse not 1 from the comparator and instead makes it, probably, I think it's 15 actually, pulses into the side of the comparator so that if there's more than one thing in the dispenser, the comparator turns itself off, then back on again. Because of the loop here, that now that it's turned off because there's a higher charge going into the side of the comparator than out the back of the comparator, then it subtracts it. No, it doesn't subtract it, it just negates it. It negates it entirely, but then that turns off this, which turns off the thing going into the side, which then means the comparator can turn back on again. And this is also going into the side of a target block, and that target block is what is realistically powering the dispenser. We have this on both sides. We have the chickens up here, and they're hanging out. They're on top of a bunch of hoppers. Whenever they lay an egg, it will go into the hopper. The hopper goes into the dispenser auto-dispenses, like I just showed you. And if it so happens to make a chicken, it goes on top of a couple of slabs. Those slabs are just high enough that if they are a baby chicken, they do not get caught on fire by the lava above them, as you can see. And also there's glass between the chickens up here and the lava. That's the reason that they're not currently throwing themselves into the lava like lemmings. But the chickens are just tall enough that they won't get burned by the lava, but then when they grow up, they do get burned by the lava, and then that goes into hoppers beneath it, and that goes into here. And now we have a working feather farm with the byproduct of chicken. That's the way that I'm seeing it, because I realistically only want the feathers. But yeah, as we can just see, something just fired off. Didn't make a chicken, unfortunately, because there's like a 1 in 8 chance or something like that for that to happen. But this is what we're going to be putting into the world. And also, this is my creative world. I don't test builds here. I test farms. It's like this over here. This over here is going to be, when I revamp the iron farm, what it looks like. I set it to peaceful mode, so a bunch of things despawned. But... because I was tired of getting bapped by slimes. But there is a zombie in the center. I'm gonna get a spectator inside of this thing. There is a zombie in the center who is supported by this block of water, just sitting here. The reason that he's in the block of water is because of these. But he's sitting here in this block of water. There's a bunch of villagers over here. This slab, when they are floating in the soul sand here, breaks their line of sight, and then when they go out of the soul sand, they see him again, they freak out, they make an iron golem. The only place where they can make an iron golem is up here. The iron golem gets pushed by the water into the lava, very much like the one that we currently have. We have the same kind of dispenser clock here. It dispenses into the soul sand. The soul sand then launches it up a bubble column. A slab aligns it as it goes down. It goes across 2 hoppers. These are hoppers that also happen to be sorting machines for... 1 for roses, 1 for ingots. They have, of course, broken because it's been a while since I've been back here. But we have special named stuff up here. Boop. Boop. Or rather, not special named, but I put dark oak signs. And then we have 29 and 29, which is what you should be having, hopefully, with these kinds of things. These are another version of that hopper I have that dispenser clock, where in which it's just lower profile. It goes over here, gets slipped on by some blue ice. The blue ice launches it upwards onto this, and then into hoppers, and then into a system where, while the farm is working, you don't need to know of its existence, and it just kind of fills up these chests. It's incredible. But what I mean by you don't need to know about its existence is that behind this wall, it's far enough away to not hear the iron golem burn with the lava. So that's really nice and handy, and it's also a much bigger farm than I had before, and more efficient, and also because of the water, it works both night and day consistently. So yeah, because the one that I currently am running, only primarily works at night, and that's because the villager goes to sleep, and then when they go to sleep, that's when they have line of sight to the zombie, and then that's when they get up. But for the rest of the day, they have line of sight. I think never. I'm pretty sure it's broken at all times for that farm. So yeah, this one's just better. This one just works more effectively. But these are the kinds of things that I work on. It's like I also refined the bee farm here. But all that aside, let's get to the actual survival world. So that I can put this here chicken farm down in the farm cave. Alright, so the full thing is set up. Hopefully it works. Just gotta whip, whip, whip. Oh, we got one. Hey. Alright. And this marks the beginning of the farm cave, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to be slowly leveling this up as we go through. And hopefully we'll get a lot of feathers in this box. Anyways, that's probably the end of the episode. I've been doing the edit in the middle of the episode this time around. Rather than... tongue twister. Rather than actually just editing it all afterwards and winding up with a 45-minute long clip. Because 45-minute long clips kind of freaking hit Freecam on accident. They kind of suck, if I'm going to be honest. Like, just watching some dude ramble on for 45 minutes when he has no idea what he's talking about. Anyways, we have built the farmhouse this episode. The farmhouse this episode. The bee farm that you can kind of see inside of it. And a duck farm. And also, I have grown to despise villagers. But that's all for today. I'm thinking next week we're going to go down into the deep dark again. And until then, Solo Gloria Dei.